Everybody seen it? Then what are they doing when they are out there building each other? If we build them as leaders, then they will build and evangelize. So every small group leader is going to be equipped to can equip those that they are with. Can I push? Why do we need that? Because in the core of PEC, can I go what PEC is? Prepare, engage, and connect. That's the theme of our church. And where does that theme come from? Papa, Matthew 28:19. Go therefore and make disciples of all nations. Surely I am with you always, even to the very end. That comes from Matthew 28:19. Because the core of what we believe, sanctify them with thy word. That word is true. We cannot sanctify people unless we have the word to sanctify them with. We can't let people walk right. Remember I told you what sanctification is? It's the whole act of walking right. We can't sanctify people with the word if we don't know the word. As a church, that's the core scripture. But we can't do that if we don't have no word in us. We can't make disciples if we don't have any word, because disciples mean that they are going to come and they have to be taught. And how can they be taught unless there is a preacher or a teacher or someone to edify them? But in edifying them, you have to also get to a place where you decide that you want to be edified yourself. Because you can't take somebody further than you are. If I want to be a great keyboard player, I could sit under Joel now. Why? Because I've seen his skill grow, I've seen his craft grow, I've seen his master grow. You know what I'm going to start telling Joel right now? And I'm telling him before the congregation. Start duplicating yourself. Find one of these young boys in the church and say, Pastor, I'm going to invest in them. Why? Because Joel is climbing up in age. Zabata is climbing up in age. Marlon is climbing up in age. All right, since one of those fees says just Joel McGuat. Pastor Dale is climbing up in age. Let me put myself there then. Why do you think I, in the next couple of years, have to start to duplicate? Because I don't need to be behind this desk at 65-year-old every Sunday morning. I need to can see a Joseph behind the desk. Oh yeah, he can preach. He running, but he can preach. They ask him, do you want back? You have his first sermon that I heard him preach. And I preached behind him that day. So I know it's in him. No worry. Father did do the same thing too. He said no. Me did say no too. The idea of it, Joseph, is that we are going to have to share, but you can't share what you don't know. We can't work from a place of lack of knowledge. Can I bring the next thought? We are investing, as I said, in what we call things that are eternal. And what does that look like? Things that are eternal. It means we have to invest in love. Can you put up Galatians chapter 5, verse 14 for me going down near me? We are investing. I know which verse I want, but I want to just jump at some stuff. For the law is fulfilled in one word, even this: thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. That's when can get next verse. But if ye bite and devote one to another, take heed that ye be not consumed one of another. Go ahead, next one. Continue. This I say, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Next one. Now, this is what it tells us. For the flesh desires, and it's contrary to the spirit, and that is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so you are not to do what you want, whatever you want. Next verse. But if ye are led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Next verse. For the acts of the flesh, you see this now? If you are maturing and you are being discipled, you can't have these qualities in your life. If you are growing and you are maturing and you are going to teach others and you're going to talk about your faith, everybody in here in the next couple of weeks, we're going to do this on Bible study. We're going to talk about how to literally share our faith. Everybody in here needs to know how to share their faith. And they have what we call the elevator pitch. That's what you call it, Ralph? The elevator pitch. That means if you have 30 seconds to share your greatest idea in the world, you have 30 seconds you can tell somebody about the Lord. Why are we doing this? Because you can't disciple somebody without knowing what you have been saved from and saved to. We can't grow and we can't tell, we don't have a testimony. 90% of the time you ask people in the church, share testimony. They don't want to anymore. You want me to tell you why? Because we have a church that have a culture. Talk about what goodness God did for you. And you share it with your kids. You have to. Every once in a while I said to Joseph, you see how that miracle happened? That had nothing to do with me. Because he's seen how his school fee is paid. He never used to see it. It used to just him just know it pay. Now that he is a part of seeing it, and that's the hard part for him. He has to give a part of it too. But as we grow, share the testimony, share how God opened doors for us, share how God heal us, share how God protect us, share how God deliver us, share how God walk with us. Our kids, they I just share that with all.